You know that when you're talking about snacking, everyone's always about, oh, don't you eat granola? I don't eat granola. I think granola is very unsatisfying. So I thought, and if you love it, that's fine. Please don't write to me and say, but I love granola. It's fine. You want to love it, love it. But I thought, what if we made granola into a cookie? Right? Now you're with me. So we're going to take 8 tablespoons of vegan butter. You may use whatever brand you like. I know what I like, but you may use whatever brand you like. You can use 8 tablespoons. And I like to use a tablespoon measure. I use it for measuring this, and I also use it when I measure my cookies out because I just think that it's easy and it gives me a nice equal amount. Okay, so there's 8 tablespoons. Next goes in 6 tablespoons of coconut sugar. Low glycemic index, made from coconut sap, not hard on the environment, and not an insulin trigger. And then I use also brown rice syrup. And you're thinking, wait a minute, Christina, why do you use 2 sweeteners? You are thinking that, right? So you use 2 sweeteners because brown rice syrup gives me a butterscotch flavor, and also because it's a liquid sweetener, it gives the cookies snap. The coconut sugar allows the cookies to have a nice cakey texture, so I get the perfect cookie. So you get your 1/4 cup in there. You can use your fingers or a spoon, whatever you feel more comfortable with. I know I use my hands for everything in the kitchen, just about. I've been accused of having asbestos fingertips. Okay, now some vanilla. Good vanilla, about a teaspoon. A pinch of cinnamon, which lifts the sweetness of the cookies, but also helps stabilize our blood sugar so you get to have your cake and eat it too, or your cookie. Then a pinch of salt. Just a pinch to make the cookies sweet. And now you're going to whip this with a hand mixer or a stand mixer or a whisk or a spoon. You just want to do, just like you do in every cookie recipe, you want to cream together the butter and the sugar. And once it's homogenized, like this, you're ready to go. Then, and this is my own personal, I like to bring the butter and the sugar kind of to the center of the bowl again. Then we're going to add to it a cup of flour, whole wheat pastry or whole wheat sprouted flour. I'm really in love with whole wheat sprouted flour. I think that it digests better. It gives me a lighter cookie. So if you can find it, you really want to use whole wheat sprouted. It's just so nice. A 1/2 teaspoon each baking powder and baking soda. And then we're going to add some rolled oats, about a 1/2 cup. Sometimes I mix the flour before I add the rolled oats, but I do it differently. They're cookies, right? These are cookies. They're not rocket science. Please don't freak yourself out making these. Just make them. Add everything in the bowl all at once and mix it. It doesn't matter. They're cookies. They're supposed to be fun. If your shoulders are up around your ears when you're making cookies, you kind of need to rethink, right? Relax. People love cookies, so just do what you want to do. Once your dough is about 80% together, then you add about a cup of pecans, just coarsely chopped pieces. And again, it's about a cup. About a 1/2 cup each raw pumpkin seeds and raw sunflower seeds. Now you're getting the granola vibe. And about 2/3 of a cup of unsweetened dried cranberries. Sometimes I find them sweetened with orange juice. You have to just look around because the regular dried cranberries are very sugary. So try to find the unsweetened ones. And you'll also like that little bite of tartness in the cookie when you use the unsweetened dried cranberries. If you can't find them, use raisins or currants, but the cranberry just makes this like the perfect cookie. Once the dough comes together, you have to kind of stop mixing. We love to mix, don't we? We love to mix. Oh, look how nice, it's mixing. But you're overactivating the gluten, and then your cookies are going to be like little hockey pucks. We don't want that. So now I'm going to take my tablespoon scoop again, and I'm going to put 12 cookies onto a tray. And when I do it this way, I end up with a lovely, perfect same size cookies. And you have to pull them together because there's lots of stuff in them. So you just kind of, mess around. They're cookies. Like I said, don't freak yourself out. They're cookies. And then once they're all in the tray, if you have a whole sheet pan, you can do 24, but I like half sheets. And because sometimes I'll make a big batch of this batter and put the batter in the freezer. And when we want cookies, just pull it out and make cookies. If we're traveling, because they have high protein and good quality fats from the nuts and seeds, it's good quality flour. The sweetener will keep you satisfied. And the other thing you can do with these cookies, and I do it sometimes and other times I don't, you can add a half cup of chocolate chips as well. And then you have this interesting chocolatey cookie, but you don't have to have chocolate in every single thing. Oh wait, do you? Chocolate? Okay, we'll do them without this time. So these are going to bake for about 12 minutes at a 350 Fahrenheit oven. Now, you want to take them out of the oven when they're still a little bit soft, so about 12 minutes. So I'll be back. So my cookies are coming out of the oven. They're cooled. And we have our trail mix cookies. I guess they're pretty good.